Bill, the wood nerd, some beautiful stickers, beautiful logo there by the way, sent me a straight razor, we'll get to that in a second, along with this very short letter. And it says, "Hi Kyle, not sure if this razor is worth saving or not. Cheers, Bill." Well, that's just a challenge for me. I gotta admit, this razor's in pretty rough shape, but I hate to see a razor, if there's any way at all for it to be saved, I hate to see an old item like that go to waste or go in the garbage. So we are going to do our very best, and I say we because this is going to be a joint project between myself and Ray Bartlett. And the beauty of it is, many of you probably don't know that Ray Bartlett has a YouTube channel started. So go check first link down in the description to find Ray Bartlett's channel. Go subscribe to him. Some parts are going to be some parts of this project you're going to find here on my channel. I'm going to mail it over to him. He's going to continue, mail it back to me, etc. Shouldn't take very long. Actually, by the time you're seeing this, it's probably already pretty far along, so you can go around and check out the content. This should be a fun project. Like I said, go subscribe to him. He's already prepping the wood for the scales on this piece right now. So we have some broken scales. So this is going to be a fun project. It's definitely going to be a nice piece. So here is the razor in all its glory. Like I said, it's definitely going to be a challenge. We have some broken scales here, but I'll keep these, send them along to Ray for him to copy off of, to make some new scales. I'm not sure what he's choosing for that, so like I said, you'll have to check in over at his channel, because I'm really not sure what material is going on this. I'm leaving that completely up to him. The razor here, it's got a little bit, you can see a touch of a polished finish under all that patina and rust. I'm not sure the name here. THE/MAB, and then it's a strange R, and then a little tiny what looks like a letter D. So that's interesting. I haven't done any research on it yet. If one of you, because I know some of you guys are scholars and are up on this stuff, if one of you wants to take a look at it, go for it. I'd love you to let me know in the comments section. So in this video, we're about to get started on the work. So let's take it through the steps. So my first step here, I'm going to pinch this set of scales in my grandfather's vise. Very happy to have this vise, and I use it a lot. In almost every project I do, I'm using this little vise. It's not a big deal if I mar the scales here. That's why I'm not protecting it with anything against the jaws. I just need to pinch it so I can get them off. Next thing I'm going to do is grab a little file here, and I'm going to file off the heads of these pins. These are little brass pins. What they do, when they push them through, they mushroom them out. They press them out. So I need to file off that mushroom so I can pull them back through. Next step here is I have a board here with some holes, and I'm going to place the pin over those holes and tap them out with a little nail. Just have this little nail here. I'm going to try to set it right in the middle of those pins. Hopefully it doesn't take too much coercion. Exciting part, we do have the razor free now. This is the actual razor. A lot of people consider this the handle. Note that this is not the handle of the razor. this is the handle of the razor, the tang. The pieces here are simply basically like a little guard, little plastic guards for the, or whatever material it is, a little guard to keep the blade safe. Okay? Just a little bit of straight razor knowledge for you. So I'm just starting off here with some dry 400 grit paper, and I'll see how effective it is. Pretty quickly I'll be able to see how deep some of that rust goes, and I can already see that some of the pitting is fairly deep. Okay, so I may drop down to a lower grit. So here is the finish so far. I took it all the way down to some 80 grit paper, which was very coarse. I didn't think I'd have to go that low, but this pitting is just very deep, much deeper than I originally thought. I figured at first it was a little more on the surface, but it's definitely pretty deep. Been filing away at it. That's as deep as I'm going to take it with the 80 grit. Now I'm going to start working back up. I'll go to 100, then I have some 180 here, have some 320, go to a 400, then I'll probably go right to 1500. I'm just going to work through those stages, but it should come out great, especially when you buff it and these areas won't be nearly as dark. Should be a nice finish. So I'm going to keep going here, keep wearing those fingers. I think it should be nice. That logo, there it is. That's the logo. Very interesting set of letters here. I'm not sure, maybe some of you can clear that up if that's maybe it looks to me the font may be something German or French. Definitely doesn't look like anything American or over on this side of the water, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just going to keep working for now. So there is the razor. It's probably in maybe less than 2 hours work later. I did, let's see, 80 grit. I started with 80, went to 100, 180, up to 400, and then finally from there up to 2000, then on the buffing wheel. So there's some very faint, you can almost see some very faint striations in the metal if the light hits a certain way, like there. But overall, to the human eye, it has a lovely polish there now. I'm trying to show you the polish, the way it looks to the eye. It doesn't always come out the exact same way. But there it is. So, Ray Bartlett can see here now what he's working with. So there it is. You've seen the first step here on my channel. For the next part, you'll have to head over and see what Ray's doing. He's already started working, prepping materials. Let's have a quick look, and make sure you click that link down below this video in the description box. Be the very first link. Follow over to his channel, subscribe so you can follow this awesome project. You definitely won't want to miss it.